What's up, guys? We're doing it a little different today. First off, before we start this video, y'all do me a big favor. Y'all hit that subscribe button down there. Let's make this channel grow a little bit more. It's been doing pretty good past few weeks. I'd like to keep that going. Thank y'all so much for subscribing like y'all have been. So we're in the garage. Sorry for the lighting. Going to go over, as a beginner to kayaking, I'm going to go over kind of a few things that I figured out that I need and that helps me. A lot of stuff I've seen is stuff that people are trying to sell, more or less, that you don't actually need to go fish. Some of the stuff be nice to have, yes, but do you need it? No. And some of this stuff people just don't talk about that I've seen. Stick around, we're about to get into it. All right, guys, so first things first, get a kayak that you feel comfortable in. Wintertime is going to be here before we know it. You'll be able to get nice kayaks pretty cheap. I got this one during the summer, so if I had to do it over again, I'd probably wait. Sorry about that. Anyways, if I had to do it over again, I'd probably wait until wintertime, find a little bit better deal, but I'm more than happy with the kayaks we got. The Big Fish 120, I'll do a more in-depth review on it and what I think about it. I fished off of it probably about 8 times now, had it in the river once. So that's the first thing. Get you a kayak that has enough room for you and that you're comfortable with. Second thing, get a decent paddle. We have a couple cheaper ones for the kids that I've tried using, and then we have this one. It's a 3 waters kayak. This is probably bottom of the line, as I'm going to go with one. They're about $100. It's not a bad price point for what you get. They break apart. You can adjust the can on your paddles a little bit if you need to. They're not bad paddles. I do want something a little bit lighter weight. That'll be a purchase this winter, again, when things are a little bit cheaper. The next thing is a net. This is geared towards fishing, so a net is a useful tool. One, for landing them. Two, in a kayak you don't have a live well to throw fish in, to let it rehab a little bit, get it in some water while you're getting ready to take pictures. You can take this net, set it off the side of the kayak. I actually do have a deeper one. Put your fish in it. He's in the water. He's resting. He's chilling out while you're getting everything ready to take pictures. You don't have to get one of the Yak Attack nets. Those things are about $100 a piece. Just little nets from Walmart. They work fine. Keep in mind, if you drop this, it's probably going to sink to the bottom of the lake. I'll probably wind up putting a pool noodle on it, or a piece of a pool noodle on it, to keep it where it'll float a little bit. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on what I'm showing you, and that's the thing, is once you get your kayak, you can use stuff. Some of it you already have, like a net. If you fish a lot, you've probably already got one laying around that'll work in your kayak. This is something that is affordable to just about everybody. The next thing is rods. I'll take 1 or 2 out with me. I've started taking 2 rods. I don't really take any more than that. There's no need for it. This particular kayak, and most fishing kayaks for that matter, they have 2 rod holders in the back. Some of them will have 2 up front. This one didn't. I did add a Yak Attack rod holder up here. That comes in handy when I'm landing fish. It's about the only time I use it. This particular kayak, I can lay my rods down if I need to next to my seat when I'm paddling or whatever, so I don't stick them in the rod holder when I'm doing that. So the next thing, something to keep your drink cold in. You will find out on summer days you get very hot. Either get you a little small cooler to put in the back of it, put some waters in, get you something to keep you some water cold. I can take this, fill it up with ice, stick a couple more bottles of water in there after I fill this up with water, and I can go all day. I've got cold water all day. That's just something that's nice to have. The next thing, sunscreen. you will blister your legs if they're not covered or if you don't have sunscreen on. Most of the time, I've got pants and a long sleeve shirt on, so I don't worry about sunscreen. If I'm going in just shorts, I will put sunscreen on. I usually always have on some type of long sleeve shirt. All right, the next thing, get you a little cheap dry bag. You can get these at Walmart, $5–10. You can order them off of Amazon. They're not expensive at all. When you're paddling, you put your keys, your cell phone, anything you don't want to get wet, stick it in this. Flip your clamps over some bungee cords, you're good to go. If you flip, it's not going anywhere. You're not going to get any of your stuff wet.
Oh, hey guys.
All right, guys.
I caught the first
next thing, something to keep your tackle in. A lot of people use black packs, is what they're called. You know, flamboos. They started making something, a little crate to stick in the back, or a milk crate.
I caught my first fish. So,
you don't even have to have that. Just some kind of little bag, a little box, stick your stuff in. Works great.
My best friends.
You don't have to spend the money. I think the black packs are $100. The flambeau I looked at was $40 or $50, which isn't quite as bad. But I mean, you got a couple dollars worth right there. That'll hold everything you need to go out on a trip.
Look at me.
Some kind of lip gripper. These can come in handy depending on what you're fishing for. If you're fishing for catfish, large catfish, you can use these, hang it over the side of the boat while you're getting ready to take pictures. Once you clamp it on them, they're not coming off.
So learned that the hard way.
So the next thing I carry with me that I think you need is a scale. The first time I took the kayak out, just to show that you never know, I caught the largest fish I've ever caught, largemouth I've ever caught. If I wouldn't have had a scale, I got to weight on me. And also, I don't like catching fish, whether it be 2 or 3 pounds or 7 pounds. I don't like guessing at weights. I would rather have a scale where I can weigh them and show y'all what they are. I'm not guessing at them. You know you're not fibbing about weight. So the next thing I carry is pliers. I don't use them a whole lot. I use them when I'm fishing lipless crankbaits or square bills, anything with treble hooks. That's when I use these. As far as just jigs or worms, I don't really use them that much. The next thing, which I do not have, I've got life jackets, but I don't have a good one, especially a good kayak life jacket. If you're going to fish in anything you can't stand up in, wear a life jacket. If you're fishing in anything with current, wear a life jacket. I'm sorry if I keep looking around. I've got kids and everything else around here. There's one for my boat. The kids will wear those. I'll throw one in the back of the kayak. It's law you have to have one. So that's kind of the gist of what I take with me when I go kayak fishing. I take that back. The one last thing I do take a change of clothes with me, because you're in a kayak, you could tip over, get wet getting in and out of it. I do take a change of clothes for that reason. As you see, you don't have to spend a lot of money, especially if you already fish. You probably got most of this stuff. You don't have to spend a lot of money outfitting your kayak to go fishing. Even if you're just a bank fisherman, you probably have a lot of this stuff already. It's pretty easy to get into once you buy the kayak. There's no cost of gas for a boat motor on it. You burn less gas. Excuse me, little man riding by on the bike. You burn less gas in your vehicle because you're not pulling a boat trailer. I like being out there in it because it's more peaceful to me. The one thing I am going to get from my truck is some kind of bed extender for it, because this kayak does hang out past the tailgate a pretty good bit. So I will be getting a bed extender. I'll let y'all know which one I get when I do my more in-depth review on the kayak. But hey, that's about it. Again, do me a favor, y'all. don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I appreciate everybody watching my videos and subscribing to the channel. Excuse me, I got a runaway kid. Anyway, hey, y'all have a good rest of the day.